Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to Tower of Guns. So we've got Saw Blade Launcher, we've got Nightmare Mode on, and we're going to die, but you know what, that's life. So, I don't know, things are going well, things are going okay. Definitely need to play this game a little bit more often. I'm finding myself getting rustier because, well, I've kind of switched from every other day episodes because I'm starting to do Rogue Legacy as well, and in my mind I'm actually starting to regret that decision. Jeez, we're about to die. Well, it's going to be the shortest run I've done in a long time. Man, we whipped around when we died like that. Anyway, let's give that another shot. The instant saw blade launcher is not exactly what I would call the most encouraging of things. And of course, as a nightmare run, we are going to get our butts kicked several times and then sign off for the day. But you guys are used to that. This Wander's not very good at nightmare mode. My reflexes may be good, but I don't know. They're not that good. Someday I'd really like to beat this game in nightmare mode, but I get the feeling I'm going to have to resort to cheap tricks and you know, other means of survival-ish. Now we've got a very bad situation going on. Yep, another quick death. It was very tight quarters, and I got stuck on the level architecture for the first hit, and then the second two were just kind of my fault for being, I don't know, not mobile enough. Anyway, third time's the charm? I don't know. It'd be hilarious if I can fit 10 extremely short failed runs into one singular Tower of Guns episode. That'd be riotous. Anyway, there's a lot of cash. Like, we're definitely coming out of the, like, intro sequences of the foyer with a lot of money. Not a lot of else. I'm still kind of the opinion in Nightmare Mode that I wish Nightmare Mode was like a boolean instead of a perk. So it's like you turn it on or off. There's no... It's like you could actually get it with another perk. Because half the reason why I don't like Nightmare Mode is because I can't use some of my favorite guns for sheer fear of, well, death. Because when it comes down to it, oh no, bad situation to be in. I jumped thinking that would get me out of the corner, but it did, just very slowly. Anyway, got a lot of scary all over the place. But, like, it would be really cool if you could have Nightmare Mode plus Mighty Moose with the whole, you know, no splash damage type deal, so that I could actually use the Babble Gun and whatnot, instead of, you know, what we've got, which is just a little bit more of... a little bit more speed and nothing else. And I'm okay with the speed. Like, the speed is definitely necessary for playing this because, you know, everything moves faster, but that's really bad. Backed myself into a corner and almost got hit in the face, but we managed to get through there without taking any damage, which is great. But yeah, the extra speed is definitely a necessity for, you know, a Tower of Guns nightmare run. But at the same time, I really wish I could get other things. Yeah, I'm not going to get it. I was hoping I could launch myself over, but it's kind of an awkward angle to do so. Anyway, what do we have in here? A lot of 8-bit cannons, a lot of bomb launchers. Maybe some other stuff, maybe some other... I don't like the turning radius on some of these enemies. It's inconsistent. And I don't like inconsistent. I'd like things to, you know, make sense. Exactly, my point. Like, he just whips around and shoots me in the face. And getting hit by bombs left and right. The bombs are relentless, and I have half a mind to ignore them, but at the same time I know that that would be a bad move. And we're getting hit by them because, yeah, I could go up, but I get the feeling there would be more, and it would be just as painful. We're about to die though, and that's a problem. That said, I mean, it's Nightmare Mode. It just maybe using this gun plus Nightmare Mode is actually a mistake. I've never actually really considered that one, but it would make a lot of sense just because the like rate of fire is pretty slow, even if the projectiles themselves move pretty quick. So we've got the money generator. Oh boy. Well, that was the worst situation to be in. Stuck in the beam of light and no way to escape. Well, death's going up. I really miss the Cake Town on a run-by-run basis. That would be quite nice. But no more Cake Town. Alright, that's enough for the portable pizza thrower. What else do we got in our arsenal? You know what? Let's try it. I said I wanted to avoid it because the self-harm is potentially problematic, but at the same time, maybe my chances would actually be better with this gun. We will see. It at least does crazy damage, so maybe that will actually be nice. I still would like to try like a double perk run. That would be very, very convenient and would make me very happy. But we're not there yet, and probably won't be there for a while. So let's get through and see what we get. A lot of these guys. Yeah, if you notice, I've already hurt myself pretty substantially. This is... oh. Apparently I was stuck on a pillar and not anything else. Well, okay, so on one hand, the self-harm did manage to do a lot of damage to me, but it did also take out all of the spin bots before they could get to me. So I guess on one hand, actually useful. Still gonna be concerned, but maybe we'll actually be able to make it farther than, you know, not at all. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll get mobbed by more spin bots and kill ourselves. Not intentionally. So we've got a lot of... oh no. Like, the worst part about Nightmare Mode isn't... well, is mostly just, like, any kind of death that would be considered, like, frustrating or cheap is amplified because of just, like, how unmerciful this game can be in Nightmare Mode. Yeah, I thought we were gonna do well, but, like, it's nothing but tight corners of rooms and pain. And frustrates me. Don't want to go down there. The only place to go from here is up. And up is where the pain happens. So we've got... oh, the little dudes. Now, we've got something doing explosions directly above us. Oh, okay. I think I can manage that. It's just... ooh. Bomb bots. No, no, no. Oh, man. Okay, let's try that again. That was, I mean, it was definitely encouraging, but it wasn't quite there yet. I don't know. Part of me kind of wishes that Nightmare Mode didn't actually have, like, all the enemies moving faster and stuff. Because I'd actually be okay with enemies that, you know, hit harder, took more damage to kill. But the fact that they move faster and their shots move faster, after a certain point it's just like, I can't deal with this. Especially in, like, really tight quarters. Because this game is mostly balanced for normal mode, not Nightmare Mode. That said, oh well. I'll just keep beating my body at Nightmare Mode until I succeed. Someday. Someday. Man, it's just one tight quarter room after the next. But I guess that's kind of the foyer for you. The foyer is a very tight level. There's a lot of... I guess there are a lot of levels, actually, with big open spaces. But there are a lot that are very close quarters, and you have to deal with a lot of enemies at once. It's... I guess part of it is also I am just frustrated by the fact that the easiest level in the game is giving me the most trouble. Like, once you actually make it past the foyer in Nightmare Mode, you actually have a fair enough chance. It's just getting there. That's the hard part. That's a lot of blue EXP. Too bad these spin bots are avoiding all of my fire. There we go. And let's get all of this before it goes away, because, well, a weapon level 3 609mm hand cannon is going to wreck everything. Potentially. Get the loot, get the loot. Gotta get the loot. Anyway, is there... ooh, you're not dead yet. Apparently there's one more of these guys. Okay, there we go. And now the question is there any secrets in this room? I definitely don't remember any. But just because I don't remember doesn't mean that there aren't. And now that I'm up on this lift, or not lift, this lip, I might actually be able to test it out. The answer seems to be no secrets down there. Which probably means no secrets anywhere. I don't see any anyway. I doubt it would be through this, like, little wall thing over here. The answer seems to be no. Okay. No secret areas whatsoever. Let's get through and keep going. Because... oh. Might be up there. Can't get to it anyway. And it's this room again. Well, this time we actually have the damage to instant kill all of the saw blade launchers, which is a much more encouraging situation to be in. Unfortunately, they chunked off a lot of our health. But at least we can insta-kill pretty much everything as far as the bomb bots and spin bots go. So we can just kind of zoom around, pick up loot, and wait for them all to, like, eventually die. Yep, there we go. This is actually working out. I would very much like to be running Major Moose, Mighty Moose, but we're not, and I guess we just have to deal with it. Honestly, maybe I should stop being so freaking reliant on that perk and actually do like a paddle gun run with, I don't know, something else other than Mighty Moose. Maybe. Anyway, let's get all the blue XP because it's incredibly plentiful, and if I can get this thing up to weapon level max, well, we're going to have kind of a nice time of it, because at the very least we are going to be hideously overpowered in terms of, like, damage. Wow. All the enemies seem to have spawned. Okay, well, we've got some concern. I think my own self-harm there was the cause of most of my weapon EXP reduction, which is frustrating. Ooh, crit bonus. I like crit bonuses. Let's get the health, get down here, get all of this beautiful, beautiful loot. And I think the bomb bot back up there managed to blow itself up too, like that. And I think we're actually going on to the boss. Okay, so how are we doing? We're doing okay. Our damage is, in a word, nonsensical. We do a lot of damage, but that's about it. We need armor, we need health upgrades, we need jumps, we don't have any. We don't really need speed. Speed is one thing that we can definitely do without, at least in the long run. And for some reason, oh, okay. So, luckily we're up against the Dr. Turret, which kind of, on one hand, Dr. Turret is scary, on the other hand, Dr. Turret is actually pretty okay, especially on Nightmare difficulty, only because not all of his parts spawn Nightmare mode, which is convenient. I mean, maybe they just don't spawn with the correct color showed up and it's a bug, but I think he doesn't. And also, mainly, with a gun like the 609mm hand cannon, you can just continually hit that, like, little pip thing and kill him. Weaponized Monkey Wrench. I cannot complain. Weaponized Monkey Wrench is going to pretty much guarantee we're going to stay at a very high weapon level. Oh, really? Well, I didn't need it anyway. But this way, at the very least, we're going to be able to keep our damage high. What I'd really like is, like, the aortic levy device or something, but we do not have, so we'll just deal. And now we got the extra health. So, wait, I actually beat that on par, I think. Except for I'm noticing there's... Oh, wait. Yeah. I think I might have been really close to par as far as Nightmare mode goes there. Unfortunately, we are going into the Gearworks, which is, well, scarier. Foundry is, like, tolerable on Nightmare mode. Gearworks is goddamn scary, because getting hit by one of those would be painful. Though that didn't actually look like a Nightmare-moded super turret, which is confusing. But not problematic. Oh, hello. We've got somebody shooting at us up there. It looks to be like an 8-bit cannon. Well, I'll deal with him on the... Oh. I missed the moving platform just by a little bit. Confusing. Anyway. I'll deal with him on the upchuck. Yep. 8-bit cannon. And is that more speed? That is more speed. Of the things I needed, that was not one of them, but when it comes down to it, I can't complain about more speed, because the enemies are definitely going to be getting faster from here on out, and the faster I can go, the better off we're probably going to be. The one thing I do have to say is it would be very nice to get an extra jump somewhere in the process, and unfortunately we're pretty much just getting a lot of money. Our secrets have been lackluster at best. But if I could get some jumps and jump height, that would mean that we can, well, avoid a lot of hits. And that would be nice. Ooh. Hello, we got a lot of cannons all over the place. Got to be a little wary of them. I think we've also got a lot of spin bots coming for our heads, which is frustrating. I guess just kind of get the hell out of Dodge and back over here, because less things can shoot us over here. And now here we go. We've got a bit of a safe zone. I really don't actually need any loot pickups at this point, so I'm going to hang on to the weaponized monkey wrench. We don't need to use it. I would very much like a passive pickup instead of all the, like, little loot pips, but we're not getting it, so whatever. I guess I just wish that there was maybe a higher drop rate on Nightmare mode, but drop rate seems to be largely the same, or at least I don't feel like I've been getting a whole lot. Unfortunately, I hit myself there, and took a lot of weapon EXP damage. Not keen on that kind of business, but luckily everybody drops loot for us, Like, I guess the, not drop rate, but the drop quantity of, like, base level loot in this game is higher when you're on Nightmare mode. But I guess that's mainly just because all the enemies are green instead of anything else. Oh, shit. We got saw blade launchers up there. Hopefully I can hit them through the bottom of the platform. The answer seems to be no. Can I hit them? Okay, got them both. That makes life a lot easier. Now the question is, do we have anybody else? We've got somebody else over there. It looks like one of the mini tanks, I think. Kind of hard to tell. Yep, we got a couple of them over there. It's going to be a pain in the butt hitting them, but I really don't want them shooting at me. Well, I am trying to platform up. I think, yep, there we go. They're both dead. Unfortunately, none of the loot is going to drop for me, but that's okay. Now, we don't have any extra jumps, so that does make it a little bit harder for us to get up top here. But we do kind of need to get up top just because if I can get to a couple of the secrets, one of them will be good. I'm hearing... I don't know how I didn't take splash damage from that. Okay, there's something else shooting nearby. I hear it. But I don't see it. Oh, Germany. Okay, this is gonna suck. You know how I was talking about how nice it is to have the extra speed? This is the exact situation where I really don't want speed. Because we are too fast to actually platform properly. And I wish I could tone it down or something, but I can't. I guess I could set speed and lower it, but that would be cheating. This is a pickle. Just gotta figure out my way past and... I guess just be careful? Okay, there we go. At the very least we got that far. Okay, who's shooting at me? Now we've got a little bomb over there. Ah, come on. I got close. But close is no cigar business. Because I missed the, like, singular wheel. We really do need an extra jump if we're going to be doing this. So you know what? I think I'm going to go for a jump cut while I get from point A to point B. Where's the last thing shooting? Oh, maybe it's directly above us on that platform. That actually makes the most amount of sense. Yep, there it is. If I were a really gutsy person, I'd actually use the 609mm hand cannon. There we go. He dead. I'd use the 609mm hand cannon to boost myself. Oof. Okay, you know what? I'm going to jump cut while I get up there. Or not. Decided I couldn't make it. Probably wasn't going to be worth it anyway. I didn't see anything up there when I was going, and holy crap, that's a lot of saw blade launchers. Okay, let's use the weaponized monkey wrench, get whatever charges we can on. We're going to die here. That was a lot of scary. I was like, hey, you know what, we'll just do a quick jump cut, go get the loot, and continue on as normal, go into the next room and immediately die. But when it comes down to it, look at the loot we actually had. We made it to the Gearworks on Nightmare mode with Crit++, 1 health pickup that you would have gotten normally, and a speed pickup. And the only reason why we actually got that far was because we had a high-level 609mm hand cannon. The Lords of Luck were not happy with me today. Or the RNG gods, if you want to go that direction. Because, well... We actually made it pretty far. I'm proud of that run for how little we had. Anyway, I guess I think that's it for Nightmare mode for me today. So I will see you guys on the next run of Tower of Guns. And as always, thanks for watching.